Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Factorio. Last time we were here, we expanded our coal. We got our iron smelting set up over here, as you can see. Iron ore going in there, getting smelted into iron plates, so things are looking pretty good. We got our intermediary mall rocking it. Now, let's go ahead and get copper rolling. Also, let's get this tip out of the way. So, shoot targeting. So, we're not going to really use this. But basically, when you hold down spacebar, right, you will automatically target bad guys, right? You'll automatically target the biters. If you want to target something neutral or friendly, like a tree or your own chest or something like that, you push C instead, and that will let you target neutral and friendly stuff. So that way you can shoot whatever you need to shoot. If you want to shoot trees, great, shoot trees. All right. So yeah, let's get copper set up. So we've got 42 mining drills. And I kind of want to craft more. I kind of want to just grab everything. Since we've got the intermediate factory working, might as well, right? Might as well craft all the electric mining drills we can. But let's go get some iron first. Let's also grab some more stone. Throw the stone in here for more furnaces. Can't reach. There we go. Furnaces. Yeah. Cool. Doing A-okay. Doing A-okay. So let's come over here. Now this has been backed up for a little while, right? So hopefully we've got some stored iron in here. Yeah, about 68. Sweet. Around the realm of 60-ish. That's a lot, which is great. And then we're going to go ahead and grab this and run all the way back down. Perfect. And now we can build plenty of electric mining drills. So let's do another 30. 10, 20, 30. Something like that. We don't have enough gears. We need more intermediate gears. So let's throw like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks in there. That's got plenty. Let's throw like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks in there. Throw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks in there. And 1, 2, 3 stacks in there. Grab some more gears. Craft some more miners. Awesome. I basically, like I said, I just basically want to mine everything. And look, we're already out of ore in one spot. We saw the red light there. Yep, all the ore in that spot's gone. So yeah, we're going to expand this stuff out. But I want to start with copper, so that way we get that up and running. Or, no, let's wrap up iron first, actually. That way our bus is a little bit more organized. I can pre-organize it in advance, but it's easier if we just grab everything in one patch first. And then do as many belts as we can from that patch before moving on to the next patch. Go there and there as well. Whoops. There we go. Again, I'm just playing to my preference, right? Feel free to play to your preference as well. If there's something I'm doing that you don't like, you do not have to do it. I do not want to force your hand into doing anything that you don't want to do. Because Factorio is definitely a game that you can play your way. Okay, let's see here. Let us see here. Let's go up like that. Come across like that and then back down. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now let's go ahead and keep getting the mining done. More mining, more mining. Yes, more mining, all the mining. Excellent. Alright, so we've got this whole patch filled up. Let's get everything powered on, and then we will be on our merry way. Oh, oops. I was running while holding it while the pole was on top of myself. So I just wasn't able to place it down because I was literally in my own way. Alright, sweet. Everything's all powered on. So now we want to get the belts in order, right? Now, there's a couple of ways to do this, right? You can do full belt balancers, right? Count the number of belts that are going to be coming out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 belts coming out. And with 30 miners needed to fully saturate a yellow belt, we've got 3, 6, 9, almost 120, right? Miners. So we could, in theory, almost saturate 4 belts here. I would still do 4 belts, just because. So, or, no, let's just do 3. It's fine, because, again, eventually it'll mine out. So, in order to do 3 belts, right, we're already combining these 2 belts together. And are we over combining these? Yeah, there's 42 here. We do not need to combine it that heavily. So let's see. 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32. 130. Is that right? Minus 12? Yeah, minus 12 will give us the exact 30 we want. So I want to actually turn this around right here, I think. Right? Was that what it was? Right there. I want to turn it around starting right here. And then we're going to go the other way. And then let's see, how many miners are in this row here? 31. So that's going to have its own belt. I'll just balance it. And then how many miners are in this column here? There are 24. But then if I add these here, there's 42 here. So, yeah, it'd be better if I just turned this back around. Let's just run that back up. There we go. It'd be better if I turned it around. It's fine. It's a little oversaturated, but that's fine. Things will mine out and things will balance out over time. And then I'll combine these 2 together. So this one and this one I'll combine together. And this is going to be a bit of a tight fit because we've got the coal right there, but we can just barely squeak through, so all good. Alright, so we're going to add a splitter here because I want to balance it. We're going to add a splitter here to combine it. And then let's do a balance here. And there we go. That line is good. Let's do a balance here as well. And then come out that way. And that line is good. Right? So let's get some more coal, because I want to keep those rocks up and running. Steal the coal. Excellent. I stole too much coal. Whatever. It's fine. Grab that stone, because why not? Throw it at my stone maker. There you go. Have fun, stone maker. You ran out of iron quickly. Give me your gears. Give me your circuits. Give me your belts. Whew, that's a lot of belts. Yay, belts! Okay. So now we've got these 2 additional lines, right? So we're going to go ahead and queue and bring them up. So I want to go that way. And like I said, we're making like a little bus here, and we're just starting with iron, because in the early game, and pretty much throughout most of the game, iron is going to be one of your more important resources, so I do like to start there. And then I've got some iron ore in my inventory, so let's just go ahead and dump that. I've got some extra coal in my inventory, so let's go ahead and dump that. And then let's build some additional miners. I need some more iron. So let's grab a whole bunch of iron. Perfect. And now let's make a whole bunch more miners. Like 60 of them. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Sweet. And now we're going to build another one of these structures, right? Because we want more iron. More iron, more better. So what we can do is we can build the structure manually, and we're going to have to build it manually regardless, or we can copy paste it. Actually, first let me put this guy down like that. We can copy paste the structure, so at least we have the ghosts to be able to rely on. That way we have something to follow along with. Oops, I didn't quite copy it all apparently. There we go. So we have something we can follow along with, right? If we want to copy our ghosts that way. But it's fine. Because either way we're going to have to build it. So whether we want to follow along with the ghosts or not, either way is fine. Yep, rinse and repeat the structure. Because we're going to do more iron. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then we're going to do copper. And we need more inserters, so let's craft more of them too. Let's just do, yeah, like all 115 that we can. Now let's grab some more iron and make sure we feed plenty of it into our gears. Because we're still crafting intermediary gears, which is unfortunate. I want more gears. And I'm also out of green circuits. So I want more of those too. I want more. Want more. Can't reach. I want more green circuits. So we're going to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should give me 500 gears. That'll be nice. And then 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1, 2, 3. That should give me plenty of belts. Lovely. And we're nowhere near out of copper there. So life is good. Life is good. Grabbing everything. Keeping everything schmoovin'. Keeping everything moving. Everything moving, schmoovin'. Let's keep building. And hopefully our crafting queue catches up by the time we need to start placing all the inserters. Building, 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 building. I don't know about you guys, but I find it oddly relaxing to build more mining, build smelting, build and organize things. It's just really calming to me. I love it. It's really nice to come into Factorio and just kind of enjoy yourself after a long day of work. And I've got a 3-year-old toddler who is also really loving to push buttons lately. So nice to come relax after putting him to bed as well. And we ran out of inserters, but we're almost building more, so it's fine. Let's start putting down our electric cables. That's actually going to be rather difficult for me to do. Well, maybe not. We can go like this. We can go do, do, do. And then we can go do, do, do. That should be good. And then do, do, do. And then do, do, do. And then do, do, do. Do, do, do. And then do, do, do. And do, do, do. Okay, perfect. Let's bring the coal on in. Let's do our awesome splitter thingy. Let's clear that up. Drag that all the way across. Put one of those down. Mix that. Perfect. Oh, accidentally got a little bit of iron ore in my coal line. Little unfortunate, but all good. We can, again, just drop off the extra ore. Okay. And our Inserters are basically done crafting, so let's craft more. We're going to need lots of inserters. So many inserters. Perfect. And you'll get enough. You'll get fuel eventually. There it goes. It's getting it. It'll get it. Alright, and now we want to go ahead and put an underground belt here and then out. And then we want to... I made this way too long. I should have cut back. I should have cut back. Anyway, I want to go ahead and input here, output there. So that way we get a nice additional lane added to our bus. See? This is great. Now we're going to do it one more time because we have one more belt of ore that we want to deal with. Right? So once again, let's go back, grab some more rocks, more stone, rocks and stone. Go ahead and put the rocks in there. Grab gears, grab electronic circuits, grab furnaces, grab belts. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And we're going to go up here. And then I'm going to run across here. I'm probably going to move these labs eventually. That was a temporary location anyway. But all good. Okay, let's start the next structure. We're almost done with our iron smelting structures. Whoops. Also, before we do that, do I know of any iron on the map? Not yet. Okay. I probably should have built these a while ago, but let's build like 10 of these. And then I need some more wood and I need copper because I want to build. I'm going to need more poles. So let's go down, grab some copper from our copper smelters, which I don't have currently, and that's fine. I can grab some copper from here. And then let's go mine some more trees, go cut down some more trees. So that we can build more poles, because I'm going to need them. Because basically what I want to do is I want to start putting radars down so they can start scanning the map to hopefully help us find additional resources sooner rather than later. Once again, I'm going to go to about 100 wood. No worries. No worries at all. Life is good in Factorio land. In Novice. Okay, let's craft all those guys. Perfect, we used all our wood and most of our copper. Life is good. Let's go ahead and put the copper back now. Don't worry. Oops, I took all the copper away. Whoops. Don't worry, we'll be mining copper soon. I'm not worried. You guys shouldn't be worried. Life is okay. We got plenty of mining drills. We can get copper started as soon as we're done with our next structure here. Let me go ahead and put my extra ore in there. And my extra coal in there. Okay. So yeah, next structure. I like to start with the belt, so that way I know that I'm spacing everything out right. Because you want the furnaces one space away from the belts, but I do want the belts next to each other to keep the structure nice and compact and cool looking. And then, again, one more space out for that guy. Run all the way up. One space out. There we go. We're getting lots of power poles now. Basically in Factorio, you always want to be looking for more resources. That's why I'm building the radars so early on. We don't really need radars for defensive purposes, but it's really nice to have something passively just scanning the map for you, continually increasing your vision, giving you access to your factory while you're out of it. Being able to see everything as it's going, make sure everything is working while you're out and about, getting additional resources out on the map. So the radars always come in handy. They're gonna come in handy, especially once you get bots, because the bots will help you automatically construct stuff. So as long as you can see the area, you can place down blueprints and things like that, and your bots can help build those, right? So it's gonna be nice. Again, accidentally grabbed that. Whoops. Okay, and then run that straight across again. Down. And then we want to go up. So I want to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Run you up. Grab underground belts here, go down. Run you down. And there we go. Once we get everything powered on, we will have additional iron plates. Again, this is overkill, but also again, I like to build big. And I like to build big early. So call me crazy, because I am. But that's just how I like to do things. It's not a good speedrunning strategy, by the way. If you're going for the speedrun achievement, do not do what I'm doing. There's some really good guides out there. One that I followed in order to get the achievement. From one of the people who still speedruns the game, right? He's an awesome speedrunner, by the way. Does a wonderful job speedrunning Factorio as a whole. I don't remember his name, though, sadly, which is really unfortunate because he's awesome. Anyway, let's go ahead and put the radars that we built down here. I'm going to stick it. I'm going to remove the coal and just stick it there. Lovely. And then I'm just going to start sticking radars around. About the radars. So if you look in the top right, you'll see the mini-map there. And if I'm not holding a radar, you'll notice the mini-map looks normal, right? But I grab a radar and you're going to see a blue box show up. Now, as I move the radar around, right, the blue box shifts. The blue box is the vision range of the radar that you will constantly have. So when you place the radar down, you will always have vision of that area. In addition to that, like I said, radars also scan the map outside of its vision range to help expand your overall map vision, right? So right now, this is the amount of map that we can see, and the radar is going to help clear this fog of war here, right? So it'll be lovely. So yeah, let's go ahead and place one down here. Seems good. And then what I like to do is I like to basically just run straight across until the boxes no longer overlap, or do my best to make them not overlap. It doesn't have to be perfect. In Factorio, things don't have to be perfect. I had the longest problem, the longest personal problem, where for some reason I felt like if I was building something in a sloppy manner, or if I wasn't building something optimally, that I was playing the game wrong. And it took a long time for me to come to grips with it, and I still struggle with it a little bit. But in short, you're not playing the game wrong. If you're making progress, no matter how sloppy, no matter how convoluted, no matter how crazy, if you're making progress, you're winning the game. You're doing awesome. I've seen some really crazy builds out there, and if they work, fantastic. Let's go ahead and get this connected to power. I'm going to put the power pole down here. Yeah, let's start from there. And then go back and get it connected. So that way we get lots and lots and lots of vision. There we go. Now when I take this down, I'm going to have to remember to connect that. So don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. I'll need to reconnect that. But now if we look at the map, we've got constant vision coverage here, and the radars have already scanned here and here, right? So they'll continue to scan around, helping us discover the map, but we have constant vision here. So for example, if I run like way down, I'm going to grab another radar just so I can also place it. So let's go back over this way. Let's see, radar is about there. There we go. All right, so if I run way down, like way, way down, out of radar range. I'm going to place another radar all the way down here. It's going to be great. Okay, so I'm going to place the radar down, but it's not working, right? So notice I have vision of this area because I'm standing here. But let's say I want to check on how my bus is doing, right? My iron smelting. I can go in here and I can zoom in on the map and, oh, I can see what's going on. Things look good because this radar gives me that vision I need. If I want to look over here, where we might build stuff over here later, we might not, I don't know. But I just like to have constant vision of and around my factory at all times. So that way I can look anywhere I want and see what I need to see. So we've placed that. Now what I want to do is run power back up. So I'm going to go ahead and place the power here and run back up. So that way we get that radar online. Later on in the game, we're going to get big power poles that's going to make this a lot less resource intensive, right? We're using a lot of power poles to do this. So I only do it a few times in this early stage of the game. But later on, we'll do it a lot more once we get the big power poles. Sweet, so now we've got coverage down there. I want to do one more, so that way I have at least 4 radars just constantly checking the map. Hopefully they'll spot us some resources. Hopefully they'll spot us some iron and some additional copper, because we always need more. Oh no, that's off. It ran out of iron. See, we run out of stuff, especially in the main base. One of the interesting things about Factorio is when you first start out, you can increase the richness, of course, in order to keep your main base alive for longer, but your main base starts off with the least resources. Hey, look, there's some iron over here. But starts off with the least amount of resources. Like we have only 819k of iron here. The further out on the map you go, the larger and more dense the patches become, until eventually they just become ridiculously huge patches, like way out here, huge patches, right? Whoops, I zoomed in the wrong place. But yeah, like we can even tell here, right? There's 1.1 million ore that we can see here. There might be more ore around here. And that already outnumbers the ore we have in our main base. So basically we're going to run out here eventually, which means we're going to want to bring additional resources in. There's a little bit more iron here. So there's 1.1 million here. There's like 13k here. As we continue to scan that area, it will be revealed how much iron is actually there. But there's a lot more iron here than there is here. So yeah, just as a heads up, we're going to run out of resources here eventually, and that's why you're always looking to expand. You're looking to get more resources. It's kind of like playing an RTS game. Like I play a lot of StarCraft, or used to play a lot of StarCraft. I kind of want to get back into it. I'm feeling the itch lately. But anyway, it's kind of like, you know, playing an RTS game. You are playing against an opponent in that case, but you and your opponent are fighting on a map over control of resources, and whoever controls the most resources typically wins because they can just build more stuff, right? So you're constantly looking to expand, and you're constantly looking to harass and kill off your enemy's bases so that way they can't mine those resources, and then you try to expand there so that way you can mine the resources and that kind of stuff, right? Same kind of deal here in Factorio. You're always wanting to look to expand. 4.9 million, and that's just what we can see. There's more. That's going to be a great expansion patch. It's going to be lovely. All right. Like I said, I wanted to put one more radar down, so let's do that. We can do that after we get copper up and running, though. Let's get copper up and running, because that'll be good. I want copper. You guys want copper? I want copper. Copper is good. Copper is great. We love copper. We love copper. I don't really want that one. There we go. I'm a little crazy. I like to have everything lined up super nice. You don't have to. You don't have to. In fact, sometimes it's recommended not to have everything lined up perfectly like this, because you can mine more efficiently if you're willing to spread things around a little bit. But yeah, Wow, we had just barely enough miners. This is great. This is perfect. Okay. So what do I want to do here? I want to put a belt out there. Actually, let's get the power routed first. So let's go put down power poles. Oh, oops. I do not want power poles here. This is where I'm going to need a belt. Maybe we should put belts first because I'm crazy. I'm not paying attention. So let's put belts, at least in between. I'll figure out how far out I want them to go in a little bit. Don't run the opposite direction of the belt. That's just, you know, it's going to slow you way down. Especially when you get higher speed belts. Okay, now I'm not going to be able to put the pole down in stupid places. Go me! This is where I should have put it in the first place. And then let's go ahead and just move this one over. That's fine. And then move that up. Perfect. And then we will come up and around and route power this direction. We don't need that pole. And then we're going to come back up. And we're going to route power this direction. And then I'm going to grab this pole here. I can grab this pole here even. And then route it up that direction. Sweet. And then let's get this connected. I'll just connect it to this guy. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so how many miners do we have on here? We have 73 miners. So nowhere near enough for 3 belts worth of resources, but a little bit more than 2 belts of resources. So we're going to do 2 belts of resources. So we're going to, let's see, let's take a look here. We can combine, that's 39. That's 34. It's close enough. We'll just combine them 2 and 2 here. So let's go ahead and pull that over and up. And then we're going to go and place the splitter. And then again, we're going to want to balance it because we don't have an even number of miners on both sides. And then likewise, I'm going to do the same thing here. Bring the belt over, bring it up. One more space. And we're going to go ahead and split it. And then we're going to balance it. And then bring it around. And there we go. Alright, so now we need 2 more structures to smelt our copper. So let's go ahead and build that. And we're going to need more inserters. So let's see. Can I build? Yeah, I can build plenty. Let's do it. Let's build all the inserters. I'm going to need more underground belts as well. And then I'm going to need more splitters soon, but I need more copper. Well, I just need electronic circuits, which I think I've got over here in the mall. And then I can build more splitters. Because I'm out of copper. I am 100% actually out of copper. Until I smelt more. Alright, but yeah, splitters. There we go. That's as many splitters as I can make. That's all the copper, or all the electronic circuits I had. Oh no, I actually ran out of plates, but that's okay. I don't think I'm going to need more splitters, at least not immediately. Getting all our stuff online. Everything is good. Everything is great. Life is going great. Hey, we found some oil if you look on the mini-map. Those purple dots are oil, so we're gonna have to be careful not to build on that, because we're gonna want that oil. Unless there's other oil out there, it's fine. Let's see how big this patch is. 15 million. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good, especially considering how close it is to the base. Like I said, the further out you go, the bigger the patches get. Whoops, missed. Let's build it and get everything powered on, all nice and happy. Building, building, building. Building our factory, making it nice and big and awesome. And then we're going to be able to start automating stuff. It's going to be sweet. We're going to want to pull that across, and then put you down, and then put you there, and then put you there. And then let's see. Where do we want our copper to go? I think I want copper to be on a different location of the bus, right? We got a bunch of iron. And like I said before when I was explaining the bus, right? I like buses to be 4 lanes long with at least 2 spaces in the middle, right? But I personally like to go 4 spaces in the middle, so that way I can fit things in between, like messy splitting off the bus kind of thing. Because I'm a very messy person when it comes to splitting off the bus. I'm not very elegant at that at all. In addition to that, the 4 spaces also gives you room to put things like big power poles there, roboports there can fit, right? Whereas with 2 lanes, you got to be a lot cleaner and a lot more thought out, right? Again, use the space you're given. Factorio's map is limitless. Use your space. Use it, use it, use it. So I think what I want to do, I'm going to go ahead and drag this out just to, you know, extend the bus. I'm going to pretend I have a 4th lane here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 down. And so that means I want the copper to come this way. So we'll want to route the copper up this way. And then we're going to underground under the iron portion of the bus, route up, and then come back, and then underground under the iron portion of the bus again, and then come out, and then we'll have copper added onto the bus. Lovely. By the way, you can just right-click to delete your ghosts. Okay. So now we want to move the... Oh, the copper's right there. Okay, good. I don't have to go around the coal patch. That's lovely. That makes things a little less clustered together. All right, so we've got that coal up and running, or that copper up and running. Now we need the words today. Holy cow! Now we need one more structure, one more array for the other copper line, and then we'll be in really good shape. We'll be in really good shape for quite some time because, again, we built big early. So we're not going to have to expand this for a little while. We are going to have to eventually expand it. Factorio is a very resource-intensive game. You need a lot of resources all the time. But we'll be able to make really good progress before we need to expand and take more resources. It's going to be good. It's gonna be good. Hooray, now we have copper. See, copper's coming. This is awesome. If I can get... I need to start playing StarCraft again. My mouse accuracy has gone to crap. Back when I was really into StarCraft, my mouse accuracy was amazing. By the way, in case you're curious, I used to main Zerg, but I liked to play random because I thought that was more fun. But my best race was Zerg. So if I was feeling competitive, if I was trying to beat you, and I wanted the best chance at it, I would play Zerg. And then my Terran was okay, and my Protoss was definitely my weakest. Just in case you're curious. You might not care. But that's fine. You don't have to care. Okay, and then again, we need to bring this down. And then we want that to go over. I always think it's over for some reason. It's under. But I always consider underground belts over for some reason. So you're going to hear me make that mistake a lot. I want to go under the iron. And one. Whoops, that's not far enough. 2. Oh, oops. I want here. 1, 2. Like that. And then that's going to come out. We need another one going in. Like that. And let's take this belt all the way back and hook it up. We still need to route power into our array, but we're almost done with it. Which is lovely, lovely, lovely. We're getting all of our mining set up. It's amazing. It's amazing. And again, I can't stress enough how helpful having this little mini mall thing is. It's very manual, right? You have to feed it all the resources it needs. But having all of those belts crafted for you at all times, having the circuits, having the gears, super, super, super helpful. Speaking of, I should probably refuel that. So let me go ahead and grab a whole bunch of iron. Perfect. That's a ton. I love it. Let's grab a bunch of copper. We're not going to have quite as much copper, but that's okay. It will build up over time, and we don't need as much copper again in this early game. But yeah, there we go. That's plenty. Let's also drop... Oh, you know what? Let's do the same thing we did with the iron. Let's do the prioritized inserter here. So I'm going to go like that. Do that, and then we're going to say input priority on the right. And I can stick a box here. And I can dump my extra iron in there. And then let's get that powered on. Perfect. Excuse me. And then let's take the rest of this wood, convert it into power poles. And then let's put our resources in here. So let's see, how do I want to distribute these resources? I've got plenty of gears now, so I can put a little less in there. So we're just going to do like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll give me 250 gears. We're just going to load that up with copper. And then we want more grain circuits, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of that. That'll give me, I believe it's 500. Yeah, it only needs 1 iron plate, so that'll give me 500 green circuits, that setup there. Do I have any stone? No, I don't, but I'm not too worried. We have plenty of stone furnaces now. We might just be done crafting that all together. So I can take this apart. It's all good. Alright, and then we want plenty of belts. So let's do 50-50, right? Well, hold on. This takes 1 iron plate. We actually kind of want to do 2/3 and a third. So how many do we have here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We can put 5 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can put the rest in there. It's not perfect, but it will do. It will do. We're going to have to start mining stone as well soon. But yeah. Life is good. Life is good. See that prioritized thing? It already ate all of the ore, which is great. This one hasn't eaten all the ore yet, but that's because it's all backed up, right? This just isn't moving at all. It's all backed up. So it'll eventually empty out once we actually start using the resources we're making, right? We're making a whole bunch of resources and we're not using them yet. We'll be using them soon, though, so no worries. We'll get that unblocked. We won't be all backed up anymore. Let's see. Yeah, there. And there. And there. And there. 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 And there. There we go. All powered on. And we can extend our bus out more so we can actually start using the resources soon. But yeah, we have copper and iron set up. This is great. I want some more mining drills though, so that way I can start doing stone too. So let's do that. Let's gather up what we've got, because I don't need these anymore. That was a lot of stone. But oh well. Oh well. We can do the prioritized thing on the stone as well when we start smelting brick. Let's see. Why was I running? Oh, I was running that way to drop off my burner mining drills. Hooray, we're all done. We are officially done with burner mining drills now. They are gone. We are donezo. We have officially 100% moved on to electricity. Amazing! Amazing. Here, take my coal. I don't want it. Amazing. Alright, let's go gather some... Let's see, what do we need? We need iron and circuits. I've got plenty of gears already. So I just need more circuits, and I need some iron. So let's go get some iron. And then I can start making some more miners. There we go. 10, 20, 30. That's fine. That should be good. And then let's get this rolling. I'm hoping we can get 2 lines out of this. We might not be able to get 2 full lines out of it, but I'm hoping we can. So that way I can have 1 line of just the stone and another line of brick. Because you can smelt stone to get bricks. So I would like 1 line of each if we can, but we shall see. We shall see. Let's start getting set up here. Give me more miners, please. Give me more. Want more miners. That's the highest point. So that's where I want to do, whoops. That's where I want to do this. And then I want to do, let's go ahead and run the belts up just to make things a little bit easier for me to plan. There we go. And then let's do that. Drag it right on down. And then let's drag the belt down too, because why not? Let's drag this belt up. And then here, I can do it this way. Oh no, I shouldn't. It's fine, we'll do it this way. That is all good. And then our other miners finished building, so let's finish placing. Just a little bit right here that we have to squeeze out, but it's all good. We're gonna play the merging game. Alright, let's see how many we've got. So here we've got 38. It's just 1 line, dang it. It's just 1 line, nowhere near 2. So we want to merge all this stuff all together, right? So, like I said, there's a couple of ways to do it. There's some really cool balancer contraptions out there. Catherine Sky, one of the YouTubers I've referenced before, she has a wonderful blueprint book full of all sorts of stuff. And I don't remember what her balancers look like. And I'm not going to use blueprints this run, but I just want to show you briefly some of the cool stuff that you can do. So let's see. So let's take, for example, this here, right? This here. Actually, this is not a very good example because the way that we're going to balance this is we're literally just going to do that. Take the 4, turn it into 1. But let's say, for example, you had a really big patch, right? And let's say you had like 6 lines coming out of it. And that was going to net you 4 fully compressed belts, right? So you want to balance those 6 lines into 4 compressed belts. Well, there's some really cool balancers she has here. And she's got them numbered too, which is nice. So from 6 to 4, right? And then that's what that would look like. So you would have the 6 inputs, they would run through the balancer, and you'd have the 4 outputs. And you can see it gets pretty complex. I'm sure I could sit down and try to figure out how to recreate this myself, right? I understand what it's doing, but when it comes time to actually build it, I don't remember the exact structure, and I'm going to miss a step or two if I try to recreate it from memory. But in this particular case, 4 to 1 is really easy. There we go. And then we've got the 1. Probably would have been better if I did horizontal, but whatever, we've already built it. I'm just gonna snake it around. Snake it around. It's fine. It's fine. Again, your factory doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. There's things you can do better. There's certainly things you could do worse. So, again, as long as it works, no problem. Let's see, where do I want to route this stone? Do I want to put it on the same as the copper? Yeah, sure, why not? We could always rebalance the bust later if we need to. So yeah, let's go ahead and put it along with the copper. Eventually, we're probably going to end up with like 4 or maybe even more lines of copper. Eventually, we're also going to end up with like 8 lines of iron. It's going to be nuts. But for now, we're in the early stages and all that fun stuff. And I'm not going to worry about what's going to happen later. We'll figure that out when we get there. We will cross that bridge when we get there. I'm not going to worry about that bridge right now, because I don't want to. And that makes Factorio more fun anyway. If you worry about all the bridges now, you're gonna end up just feeling stuck. You're gonna feel like you're not able to do what you want to do. And you're gonna feel really bad when you make an imperfect decision, because you're thinking to yourself, I had this all planned out. The factory was gonna be amazing. And I mean, just look at our factory. It is amazing. Some bits and pieces of it are sloppy like this, right? And you know, this whole snaking around thing, right? It's kind of, some of it's sloppy. But honestly, it looks so good. Every factory just looks amazing. I love my little factory here. There we go. And now we have stone. Cool. So now we are all set up with our basic resources, right? And if we take a look at our radar coverage, yeah, the radars have fully uncovered this ore now, 15 million. It's uncovered some oil for us. I would like to put another radar down here too. Let's take care of that right now. Why not? Before we end the video. We can take care of that now. It's just a little errand. So let's see now. Let's go ahead and bring this down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Almost there. Perfect. Okay. Drag this up. And once this is connected, I've got my 4 radars down, and they will keep scanning the map for me while we do stuff. So yeah, we've got really good vision coverage now, and we'll continue to expand the vision out as our factory continues to grow. So yeah, this episode we did quite a lot actually. We've fully got our copper tapped out, we fully got our iron tapped out, we fully got our coal tapped out in the video before this one, we fully got our stone tapped out. And here it is, all of our lovely resources look so amazing together. Isn't this awesome? This is awesome. This is awesome. So yeah, next time we're going to start actually building stuff. Like assembling, automating things. We have been automating so far, right? We've automated our smelting now, right? We've got all of our stuff hooked up on the electric grid, so our miners are now automated. The miners are feeding into these automated smelting structures that already have the coal and everything they need. We're not manually feeding coal into our furnaces anymore. This is just absolutely lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Lovely, lovely. And then I think what I want to do is I'm going to do another one of those splittery thingy dingies where I prioritize. So let's do that. Let's do that. Slap box there and say, you input priority left. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Throw all my stone in there. That way when as our stone eventually gets used, it's not being used right now, but as our stone eventually gets used, again, this box will empty out over time. Just like these. Alrighty. Well, I think that's a pretty good place to stop in this video. Like I said, next time we're going to start actually assembling things and all that fun stuff. So yeah, looking forward to it. As always, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you all have an incredible day.